All right, so after he plants his seeds, he steps away and does what? Goes to sleep. While he goes to sleep, he's waiting on his harvest. He's in that what we call that waiting mode. Sometimes God will put us in a waiting mode, knowing that good work is in you. He that begun a good work in your life will do what? Come on. We'll do what? We'll complete it. In other words, he's going to make sure when time is right, you will come forth as what? Pure gold. You're going to walk into your divinely godly destination. Irregardless. Watch this. He plants it, he's waiting. And you know, while you're waiting, sometimes you can get discouraged. But thank God for the word of God that said, be not weary in well-doing. In other words, you got to do what? Keep your eyes on the promise, and your hope is that things will get better. And your hope is that whatever God has done in your life or promised you, it will come to pass. Irregardless of what it looks like. Or how you feel. Just be not weary in well-doing. Why? Because in due season, what is due season? Due season is his season. Due season is his time. When God gets ready. See that? When God gets ready to bless me, then my harvest will come. Yes, sir. All right, so now we're done this. He's gone away. He's in waiting period. And while he's in waiting period, the enemy comes in and he sows what? He sows bad seeds intentionally. So that tells us there's some good seeds, there's some bad seeds. These seeds are what we call tares. Now let's look at these tares. Because tares, when you research it, they have the ability to look like wheat. They do. That's it. They are so closely related to each other that it looks like wheat. In other words, they're growing up just like you. They're green just like you. They're in the same field just like you. But after a while, hello somebody, it starts to show. In other words, there's some people that will be in your life. God allows some weedy folk to be surrounding you in your destiny. Watch this. He allows this, and he allows the enemy to plant some weedy folk in your life so that you can do what? Be discouraged and distracted and forget who you are. Oh my God. You mean to tell me that I can forget who I am in the midst of God's field? Yes, you can. Because you're looking at weedy folk and not listening and trusting who God said you are. You got to know that God says you are a chosen, you are the elect, you are heir and a joint heir, you are somebody, you have value. But the weedy people will tell you that no, you ain't nobody, you can't achieve this, you can't do this. Weedy people will try their best to squeeze things. They always have a way of bringing negative stuff in your life. They annoy you, they trouble you. Come on, talk to me. Come on. Yes, sir. How do I know? Hallelujah. What is a weed in my life? You know, you got some cuckabugs. Sticker bugs. You know, them cuckabugs, they just stick to you. Every time you're going to try to kick them things off of your clothes, guess what they do? They pick you. You got some folk that will stick you. That are that they're attached to you. And they're only attached to you just so they can get something from you and to do what caused you trouble and pain. And even in the household of faith, the Lord says, I plant in every household. Guess this. I said, in every household, I planted some good seeds. But I got to let you know that there's some bad seeds that's been planted in the ministry to keep you discouraged, pressed, and down. In other words, they show like they're worshiping with you, but they're there to cause you some pain. I'm trying to help somebody. That's why they say church folk is the hardest part. Because you at least expect a thorn and a cuckabug to be in worship with you. That's why you can't worry about people when you come to worship. You got to keep your eyes on God. You got to remember who you are. I'm not a tire. I'm somebody in my kingdom's kingdom. field. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Not only do you have some cuckabug, but you have some Johnson grass.
We know about that. We know about that.
You know the Johnson grass. Listen, I know. Listen, in my yard, I love me some good grass.
Yeah.
And so I get my neighbor James Senior. He's moved on. But he used to come down and he'd tell, hey, you need to get this application, you need to get this application, you need to get that application. And no matter what you put down on the Johnson grass, it's hard to get them out of the yard. Because they grow and they expand and they wrap themselves around the real grass and they cause the real grass to fade away. Elbow your neighbor and say, don't choke me out of here. I'm trying to get stabilized in the word of God. Don't discourage me by your lifestyle. Come on, sir. Don't hinder me by the way you live.
Yes, sir.
Y'all hear me?
Come on, brother.
That's the reason why we don't give our tithes. That's the reason why we have hardly trust God.
Yeah.
It's because we listen to weedy people. Who can tell you and make you stop giving?
My God.
See, the enemy, he creates different things in your life to make you focus on what's going on and make you feel that God gave it to you right now. You don't need it. Just go ahead and take care of this. But God said, if you give it to me first, baby, I'll give it back to you pressed down, shaken together, and run over. If you just give me my praise. Just give me my praise. He said, so you're in the midst of this field. This is God's house. This is God's field. That's why Moses said, pull off your shoes for the ground you're on. A holy ground. Let's watch it. Watch this. Watch this. Even out there, we're trying to have relationships with weedy people. Dandelions. Come on here. But because they blow and it looks good in the wind. Help somebody. Don't mean that it's right for you. And you want to know why you can't progress in life? It's because you're too busy trying to be entangled with some weeds. You got too many weeds in your life, and you're focusing on the weeds, and you ought to be focusing on the word of God. You ought to let the seed be the seed, and you ought to let the seed take root in your life so that you can be stabilized in the field of God. That's why he says you are in the world but not of the world.
Yes, sir.
And we don't know how to separate ourselves. We don't know how to come out from among them. We don't know how to make the right choices, but the Spirit of God does. The Spirit of God does. Watch what he says. He says, in God's field, in the same field, in God's field, in God's house. He says it in your workplaces. You're going to have to deal with some weedy folk. But watch this. Watch what happened. Read on verse 26. Watch this.
But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field?
Stop. Right there. Watch this. So now it's time to reap. Now it's time for God to collect his praise. Now it's time for the sower to reap the wheat so that he can live and have an abundance of wheat. Watch what happens. When they come to the field, inspect the field and inventory the field, he recognizes something is wrong in the field. Yes, sir. Watch this. Don't go nowhere. And he goes back and he questions the sower. As we sometimes do. He questions the sower. Did you just... Did you put good seed in? Didn't you plant good seed in this ground?
Well,
in other words, Lord, you made this good world. And you know, a lot of worldly people ask this question: why did God allow bad things to happen to good people? Why do I have to go through this pain? Why do I got to go through this suffering? Why? When you look at this text, God is tolerating the weed. And if he's tolerating the weed, how much more should you tolerate the weed? Don't pay attention to it. But recognize that it's a weed. Right?
it's a weed.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. He says, you know, I put some good seed in my field. He said, well, where do these tares, this weed come from? when they looked like me. They started off when we started the church together. They looked like us.
Well,
We was married, and everything at the beginning was fine and well. They were good friends. We grew up together in high school, from elementary, and I value them. They never did me wrong, but they steered me away, and I did not know they steered me away from the Word of God. I'm trying to help somebody.
Come on.
Find myself trying to make the right choices in life, but it seems like every time I make the right choices, I take 2-3 steps back. Why is it?
Well,
Lord, you created me. This is a good thing. I'm a good thing. I'm a weed. I'm not a tear. I'm not a weed. I'm not a cuckerbug. I don't bother nobody. I don't ask you for much. But why do I go through what I go through? Why do I got to deal with so much haters around in my life?
come on, son.
Why does everybody talk about me when I try to do good?
come on.
You know, God said, tell you what, the man came back. He says, the slave come in. He said, what do you want me to do? He said, should I go back and pull up the weeds? He said, no. Now, why would he say no? Seems like that, because we're quick to do this. God don't like confusion.
Right.
God don't like that. He's not the author of confusion. No, he's not the author of confusion. Watch this. Again, this parable is about perseverance. It's about perseverance. It's about you stand with God, and in the midst of the troubles, in the midst of mean and dispirited people. It's about you trusting God. It's about you loving God. It's about you serving God, irregardless of who's here, who's not here.
Yes, that's right.
Watch this. I'm trying to help somebody. You want your business to get going? You want your life to get going? Watch this. Here it is right here. You got to stay with God.
Yes, sir.
That's it right there.
Got to stay.
You got to stay. You got to stay with God, and then wait on the process. They that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. I've been waiting all these times, but God, you ain't done it. Maybe it's because you in the way.
Talk, son.
Your understanding of how God operates has been clouded by weedy people, others by weedy people's thoughts. Watch this. He said, no. He said, why not? Why not pull it up? Why not? He said, because you may destroy the wheat.
Yes.
And the wheat is more valuable to me than the weed. Let them continue to grow on. Watch this. Here it is. Here it is. Stop trying to uproot people out your life. Stop trying to take the thorn out your life. And ask God to sustain you in the midst of it all. I'm trying to tell you. See, we're trying to fight unnecessary battles when we ain't even called to fight this battle. God said, let them grow up together. Let them grow together. Let them keep on troubling them. The reason why they couldn't do it, because underneath the ground, watch this, it may look like they separated on the surface. But underneath the ground, the root is already entangled with the weed. Oh my God. Oh, what did I just say right there? What did I just say right there? I'm saying this right here just because they're in the same household, just because they're a part of your family, just because they're a part of your hood, helping somebody, doesn't make them right for you. Come on in. Come on. Let's come a little closer. When we come in this house for worship, we can't keep our eyes on everybody else. And watch this. You wonder why some are easily led than driven? Watch this. It's because underneath the surface, they value their relationship more than the mission of the church.
My God.
I said something. You want to know why the churches are kind of hanging on in the balances? It's because some people up inside the church, underneath the surface, they're entangling themselves with the wheat and the wheat can't be who they're supposed to be. That's why they cower out, because their value is misplaced. So the Lord said, let them stay together. Here it is. He's not going to tell us to do something that he himself did not do.
You're right.
He knew at the table that one was going to betray him.
Yes, he did.
He knew at the table that the other was going to deny him.
Yes, he did.
Did he not?
Yes.
Did he not?
Yes.
He told Peter before it happened. He said, Peter, before the cock crowed, 3 times. You gonna do what? Deny me.
3 times. Right.
Y'all hear what I just said? And we do it by the way we live. We do it by the way we talk. We do it by the way we treat God. We do it because we try to build our lives and try to hold on to folk who's not going nowhere. Y'all hear what I just said?